like LSU, for example. I think no doubt in my mind that Josh Heupel tenure at Tennessee ranks ahead of what Brian Kelly's done at LSU.
Correct.
There's certain teams, you could say Notre Dame's another team you might have in that mix. They made a national championship game last year.
I'd put Notre Dame ahead of us.
Would you?
Well, just because they made a national championship.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big accomplishment.
Now, all of a sudden, does that knock us to tier 3? I don't know, but maybe it's like they're at the top of tier 2.
I think if you say we're a top 10 college football program right now, I don't think that's anything crazy.
And that's really what I meant. Like, of the top 10, if you want to say that 1 and 7 or 1 and 10 are different, I don't disagree. I do agree.
I mean, every one of the teams we just mentioned, but basically we're going through this year's AP preseason top 25. I mean, that's it.
The top 25 or the top 10?
Top 10.
Okay.
Notre Dame, LSU, Clemson, another team that
we've been ahead of Clemson over the last, since COVID, or since Heupel took over, not COVID, because of course that was 3-7 year for us.
We've been ahead of Clemson, yeah. Currently, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like everything could change this year, and when we get more data points, we'll have to reconvene. And if Josh Heupel comes out here and goes 7-5, A, this extension is going to look dumb, but B, like you're going to question the program.
So if we're just looking at, since 2022, we're ahead of everybody else I'm looking at. We're ahead of Miami. We're ahead of Arizona State. Michigan's ranked number 14. They got a national title.
Michigan's ahead of us.
They got a national title.
Run just through the top 10. Run through the top 10 too.
Top 10s everybody would just mention: Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, and then Miami's 10.
Okay, so I'd say we're ahead of LSU and Miami.
Program-wise,
yes. Hell, I mean, I'm not really ready to say that we won't be ahead of them team-wise this year either. I mean, we'll see.
How long do you get the rub for a national title? Because LSU won one back in 2019, but
to me, it changes for different coaches. Like Brian Kelly came close to sniffing a national championship,
and he wasn't the one who won it.
Right, exactly. So, like, LSU is a better program than Tennessee over the last 25 years, obviously. But we'll see just specifically about Brian Kelly.
Yeah, they're not a national championship program right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like.
When we talk about this, though, like, it's a fine line between being, top 10 and just outside the top 10. Tennessee's recruiting has kind of mirrored that, right? Like, we're kind of always hovering around the top 10.
That's all you got to look at, man. Just look at them recruiting rankings. You'll see who's at the top.
Tennessee, did receive some good news yesterday when it came to recruiting.
Yes.
4-star Auburn edge commit Hezekiah Harris says he will make his final decision on September 1st. So he's an Auburn commit, but he's going to make his final decision between Auburn, Tennessee, and Florida. And all of the smoke there right now is that he is coming to Tennessee. He's a top-ranked guy. He'll help boost your blue chip ratio. He'll help move you ahead in some recruiting rankings. If you can get him and Tristan Keys and you're finishing real strong. So, like, Tennessee's recruiting among those big boys. But, yeah, it really just drives home that when the margins are this thin for that coveted top 10 spot, that coveted top 10 program spot, that coveted elite program spot, you can't really afford to have too many down years. You know what I mean? And, like, our 2023, despite it not getting people really, any feathers ruffled around here, it didn't really make anybody mad. It is slowing you down and holding you back a little bit from feeling confident that you're among these elite teams. You know what I mean?
The 2023 season?
Yeah, like going 8-4 in the regular season. Like that, it wasn't a bad year by any means. And again, I'm not trying to disparage the team or Heupel or anything. Like, it was fine. It's a good floor, and that's been the floor so far.
Well, that's
but
what
it keeps you like Alabama and Georgia and Ohio State. Like, they don't have 8-4 years like that.
No, but Alabama went 9-4 last year, if you include their bowl loss.
Sure.
I mean,
I'm gonna be consistent on the bowl loss. I take the regular season into account.
I'm just saying we had the same record after the bowl season.
Yeah, but I just take. I'm gonna be consistent. I've done it for a decade now. I look at the 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you win a monumental bowl, sometimes we'll reference that. But like, I don't really punish any coaches for losing bowl games. Now, if you're for splitting hairs, of course, you might have to go to tiebreakers, or you might have to do a cumulative. Like when we say Heupel's won 30 games over the last 3 years, like that's just throwing the bowl games in there. It's a nice round number.
Includes 2 bowl wins.
If you're talking about the elite coaches, you'll look and say, oh, well, they win bowl games. The other coach loses bowl games. Like they could be tiebreakers, but for the most part, I don't care about them. 9-3 to me it feels a lot better than 8-4. Just saying it.
It does, yeah. I did the Chase Thomas podcast yesterday. He asked me if we went 9-3, would I rather have a 9-3 with a loss to Kentucky and a win over Georgia, or would I rather have a 9-3 losing to all 3 of our biggest rivals, Georgia, Florida, and Alabama?
You took the win over Georgia, I assume.
I wanted to, but then I said, a loss to Kentucky would be a real shot in the teeth.
I mean, especially because it'd be what kept you out of the playoff at that point. If you beat Georgia and you were, otherwise going to have only 2 losses, I mean, that would be a debilitating loss, and that would be one that would.
You'd be Ole Miss last year.
It would ruin the vibes. Yeah. Now you could say Ole Miss vibes are fine. They're good.
Yeah, but they beat Georgia last year, but they lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
And
precisely
they weren't in the playoff.
They lost at home to Kentucky.
Right.
At least we'd lose on the road. At least.
It just seems like it's going to be such a bad Kentucky team. I couldn't sign up for it.
Yeah, that's surprising to me because you always want to beat your rivals.
I know, and that's what I thought when he asked that. I said, well, on the surface, I want to beat Georgia. Like the vibes would be immaculate if that happened, but then you got to think of the downside of losing Kentucky. It'd be brutal. So maybe I take the conservative 9-3 there, but you're right. I mean, 9-3 feels a lot better than 8-4. 9-3 would be the floor of an elite program.
Well, when you go 9-3, to me, the caveat and what I hold my hat on, hang my hat on, hold my head up, you know what I mean, is at least you're guaranteed to have had a winning record in conference. If you go 8-4, and really that means that you just went 4-4 against the SEC. To me, that just feels a lot grosser than 5-3 in the conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
having a winning conference record.
Yeah, give me a winning conference record.
Typically, that would be the difference. Yeah,
and then I think you'll see down the road that this becomes even more drastic whenever you go to that 9-game conference schedule. To me, a 9-3 when you got 9 SEC games would hit a lot better than a 8-4. That's guaranteed another SEC win. But all right, we should be back up on video. Bubba, you're the man over there working hard. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping get us back up. You and the boss man doing a good job. Apologies to the freaks for having to start over. Hopefully the app's back up. We're working on all this stuff. So shout out to you guys. Be patient. I know it's football season, but thumbs up or thumbs down, Bubba. We go over there on the podcast. Podcast is rolling. Everything's good over there. Is that thumbs medium? What the hell is a thumbs medium?
The earlier podcast portion, from the first 20 minutes might be disarrayed.
From restarting the computer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that happens. If you listen to this podcast, this is out of our hands, boys. This is out of our hands. This is act of God, and we're trying to overcome over here. Send us to break. We'll come back. We'll continue the conversation. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans.
Looking for your go-to spot to unwind, enjoy great food, and sip something new? Then head over to the Casual Pint North Shore, where the craft beer is always rotating, the food hits the spot, and the vibe is just right. Join FanRun Radio for our first Football Friday broadcast of the year, live this Friday from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore. Plus, check out brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 with awesome bites and the perfect pour to start your weekend. Not into beer? They've got wine and craft cocktails too, including favorites like the Old Fashioned and Espresso Martini. And don't miss the Ales for All's Passport Challenge. Visit 6 of 9 participating locations and earn a limited edition t-shirt while supporting the Alzheimer's Association. The challenge ends August 31st, so act quickly and support a good cause. Get all the details at northshore.thecasualpint.com and make your next hangout the Casual Pint North Shore.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Catholic High School defensive back Chaz Smith. Smith led the way defensively with 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, including the game clincher in Catholic's 20-6 win over Murfreesboro Riversdale on the road last week as the Irish begin the season 1-0. Catholic High School's Chaz Smith, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated, they can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Yesterday was just it's been a first last like 14 hours for his boy, but I'm glad we got all this up. I'm glad we got all this running. I had 2 injuries yesterday, Cody. 2 injuries yesterday in my bets.
You had 2 injuries?
Well, I mean, I didn't get hurt. I wasn't out there playing basketball, but it was very frustrating. I was on track to have a great night, and just 2 injuries derailed me.
What happened?
Well, I was gambling, doing a little betting. Fever, storm yesterday. I had Kelsey Mitchell over 21.5 points. She comes out, she scores up, I want to say at least 12, maybe 14 in the first quarter. And they quit kind of passing her the ball. Next thing you know, Indiana's up like 20 points, and you got to worry about them getting pulled in a blowout, and she needs one more point. Next thing I know, boom, she gets kind of fouled hard, and she starts holding her ankle, so they check her out. Like, we don't want to get her hurt. We don't want to get her hurt. So she leaves at 21, needed 21.5. She leaves. Of course, it's a 28-point game. They don't bring her back in. That's a big X. No plug. And then then the Sparks game, I robbed my girl Rakia Jackson over 15.5. Lady Vol for life. Then I do over at least 20 points. Then I do 25. She has 21.5. She's cook, or she has 21. She's cooking. She has 22. She's cooking. And then she rolls her ankle and goes out. But then she miraculously comes back in like Willis Reed. She goes out with 20. I want to say 22 points, 21 points in the damn third quarter. So I would have cruised to the 25 points, Cody. It would have been a huge. It was like plus 800. I'd have been moving and shaking. Me and you would have been in here. I'd have brought you some bacon. we'd have been
That would have
moving.
been nice.
I know.
I love bacon.
I know. And then she gets hurt with 20. Like, I want to say 21, maybe 22. And I'm like, rats. But then she has her Willis Reed moment. They bring her back out with like 7 minutes left in the game. I'm like, let's go. And then they never pass her the damn ball. And then she plays for like 3 minutes, and then she goes back out. And I'm like, oh, what was the point of that? So still had a good night. Still was in the green. Still made some money. But could have been a lot better. 2 injuries derailed me. The ads are much louder than the show, writes in some feedback on the, I guess on the video. Is it on the video? We'll figure it out. Again, bear with us. We had a power outage. What are you going to do? It's like,
what are you going to do, man? That's tough to overcome.
It's like playing football in the rain whenever you're a high-powered offense. Like, what are we going to do?
Sometimes the defensive back slips, like Deion Sanders in the 1993 NFC Championship game where he slipped and almost fell and then still caught up to Michael Irvin. Still knocked that ball down because he's prime time.
It sounds like you're rooting against the Cowboys.
It still haunts Michael Irvin. Nah, but the Deion part's pretty cool. The Deion part is
Deion's a stud, man.
Yeah, and the whole next episode is about Deion going to the Cowboys. Jerry kind of did Jimmy Johnson dirty. Are we in agreement on that? Or
that Jerry did Jimmy Johnson dirty?
Yeah. Guy won back-to-back Super Bowls, and he fired him over a drunken night in Orlando.
What happened on the drunken night?
Well, they were at a celebration thing at Pleasure Island, or I think that's what it's called in Orlando, Pleasure or something, some hotel ballroom deal. And Jerry wanted to toast with the coaches, and all the assistant coaches got up and they did a toast, to celebrate the, championship. And Jimmy Johnson sat there with his arms crossed and didn't get up and do the toast with Jerry. Jerry got very upset, very, very upset, and went and told the media, I'm going to fire that mother effer and all this stuff, and then proceeded to tell the newspapers wrote all kinds of stuff about Jerry had a quote. What really did it, what really set it off was Jerry said 500 coaches could have won a Super Bowl with that team. Jimmy Johnson, of course, felt very disrespected by that and said, I can't do this anymore. And they mutually agreed, but basically Jerry fired him.
That sounds like Jimmy kind of quit too after the quote.
Yeah, but you say something like that, that's as they put it in the documentary, there's lines you can't cross.
Yeah.
When the owner says something like that about his head coach who just won back-to-back Super Bowls, that's kind of a line in the sand.
The curse of Jimmy. I mean, I do appreciate that beef festered. That beef carried on for 25 years. Did they talk about them squashing it on Fox a couple years ago or whatever, whenever Jerry and Jimmy had their big moment in the booth? Did they talk about that at all?
Not on the documentary.
Yeah.
They both show them kind of talking about each other, like, I respect the other guy and I like the other guy, and it's, but
they both probably wish things would have gone differently.
Yeah.
They both probably wish they would have handled it differently.
Jerry's just brought in Barry Switzer, and they've come up short now in the 93 season. So,
well, they do end up winning the Super Bowls after that.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
They do end up winning some.
I imagine that's coming up next in the documentary.
I remember it from my childhood. First Super Bowl I remember, I think, was when the Cowboys beat the Steelers.
It's a good program. I'm enjoying it.
I've heard many people enjoy it. I might get around to it. I just ain't got time.
A lot going on right now.
I just ain't got time to develop 8 hours to a History Channel. Yeah. And no disrespect. That's not me not respecting the past. I know enough about the Cowboys through podcasts, and all those guys are pretty famous. You've heard stories and heard people talk about it a lot. I'm sure I'd learned some stuff, but this is something I get why they did it. And I kind of get, the SEC on Netflix did a little bit better, but I got to be honest, I haven't watched 1 second of the Netflix SEC documentary. Did you watch it? You watched the Tennessee part?
Yeah, I only watched the Tennessee parts.
I get why they're doing it. Like, the SEC did a little bit better. Like, hey, we'll release it in July. This Cowboys one coming out, though, 2 weeks before the season. Like, I got enough football going around. If you release this in, like, May or April, when I'm fiending for football, I might have been more willing to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, the SEC dropping theirs about the season before. or the season before, but doing it all the way in July. I don't need to go back and relive Nico running out of bounds. I'm good. I relive that every time I close my eyes. Think about how much better the season would have gone last year if you went 11-1. Think about where you would have been. You'd have been in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
You'd at least been hosting in Neyland Stadium. If you're hosting in Neyland Stadium, you'd have won some playoff games. And if you had won some playoff games, you'd be unquestioned a top 6 or 7 program right now. But instead, Nico ran out of bounds. The defense couldn't get a stop on Arkansas's last drive.
Yeah, what a terrible slip up that game was.
It was.
I mean, and you really had no business losing a game like that.
It was. A lot of people went out on the road for that game, and you got to wonder who was the bad luck guy that was in there that doesn't really go to other big games that was there for that one. That cost
that's
us
just not. I mean, that's not accurate. I go to a lot of big games.
I wasn't talking about you.
It sounded like you were talking about me.
You know what they say? Hit dog hollers.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's pretty clear. You're
I got other friends that went too. I know other people that went.
It was tough. It was tough. Very bad vibes in that stadium that night.
Speaking of Jerry Damn Jones.
Yeah, they talk a lot about Arkansas in the documentary, his connection with Jimmy Johnson. You know, they were roommates. They're BFFs ever since they were like 17 years old. They loved each other. Won a championship together, 1965.
We'd have been in such better damn shape if we'd have won that Arkansas game.
11-1 and going to Atlanta for the first time since 2007. That would have been pretty cool.
I'm very ready for football, and I need Syracuse. I need their head. Not Fran Brown's. He seems cool. Like Fran Brown seems like he's Volled up. Like he loves the Vols. He's putting us over. Of course, he's got a family tie, to Tennessee, and he nothing but respect for the Vols. So like I don't got no beef with him personally, but like I need some Syracuse blood. I need Tennessee to make a statement, because the more we talk about all this stuff, the more it kind of starts annoying me that Josh Heupel doesn't get enough respect, that this Tennessee program doesn't get enough respect. Coming out and going 10-2 again would kind of make him undeniable, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at that point, you'd be like, I don't know if you'd even question whether or not you have an elite coach.
Like I thought that last year, that the comeback, the bounce back, the removing the claim of one hit wonder that you just caught lightning in a bottle in 2022. Like I thought putting that to bed in 2024 would have made him a stamped man, but it really didn't. He didn't really get the residual run over from that. It's still a lot of questions about him. Hell, you still have the discourse continuing on. Quincy Avery yesterday, quarterback guru, doubling down and agreeing with the Josh Heupel NFL narrative and whatever. We had that discussion yesterday, and I don't think it's really fair. I don't think it's really fair, but it is the perception, and I do think it taints what people view of him as a college coach too. Good news is, so far, it hasn't hurt you in recruiting. You still got wide receivers wanting to come play here. You still got quarterbacks wanting to come play here.
When we land Tristan Keys, it's going to be like a shot to the arm.
Keys open doors.
Quincy Avery said about the Tennessee offense, I can't imagine sending a kid with a shot at the NFL to UT. He said, fans are stupid people. Are you guys dumb?
I mean, it's funny that like he says something then tries to be like, well, you should have known what I meant. No. I mean, like, sure, I know that you're a quarterback guru, so maybe you're just talking about quarterbacks, but most people don't see that whenever you say that, when you're quote tweeting something that says skill players don't get developed at Tennessee. Like, it didn't say quarterbacks don't get developed. It said skill players. But whatever.
I'm talking about development transferable reps. He gave a little bit more of an explanation in one of the comments here. I saw it yesterday, but I'm having trouble finding it. He follows me for some reason.
Nice. He must have agreed with what you said on Sister Jean.
You get him on the program.
Message
I don't want him on the program. Here, oh, yeah. They run no transferable concepts. Think old Baylor wide splits and vertical reads.
Which is really funny because RG3, not only did he win a Heisman, I believe he won Rookie of the Year at Baylor. Like RG3 was really, really good in the NFL until he blew his knee out. So like saying that he runs like Baylor had some success. Josh Gordon, there were some pretty good wide receivers come out of there too. Like, so like Baylor, you kind of lost me there, Quincy.
They run no transferable concepts.
Hour one of the books. We'll kick off hour two with some headlines. It's TalkSports on FanRun Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
The Tennessee Volunteers kick off the 2025 season against Syracuse on Saturday, and the FanRun radio crew will be watching the game at Barley's in the Old City. You should watch it there with us, too. Kickoff is at noon, and we'll be there before that getting fired up for the season opener. Food, drinks, football, and fun. We hope to see you there.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update, presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves top the Marlins 11-2 in Game 2. I'm Barrett Salim. This is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Get clean car happy all season long at Tidal Wave with exclusive membership discounts, giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information.
A low-scoring affair turned wild in the 9th as the Braves plate 9 in the final frame to top the Marlins 11-2.
3-run home run by Ozzie Albies. It's 11-2 Braves as it's a Braves avalanche here in the 9th inning.
Ozzie Albies with 2 home runs, including a 3-run shot in the top of the 9th to cap off the 9-run frame. And tied for the most the Braves have scored in a single inning all year. The other time was August 13th versus the Mets. Lost in all the fun was Hurston Waldrop, 5 1/3, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. He pitched his way out of trouble consistently throughout the 9th. Game 3 coming up this afternoon. Ford leadoff show at 11:15. First pitch with the Marlins at 1:10. You'll get Joey Wentz for the Braves. You'll get Ryan Gusto for the Fish. And, of course, you can hear all of the action right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Ever been the coach who realized the team's gear just wasn't up to par? Well, if I'm being honest, that was me. Just a downright irresponsible and plain bad coach. Then, SM Athletics changed the game. I want you to picture this. I walk into their store, a coach with a vision. SM Athletics didn't just see a coach. They saw a team's potential, and they delivered custom uniforms so striking. Our team's spirit soared. From cutting-edge apparel to top-notch equipment, SM Athletics transformed our presence. No more unreliable online orders or envying the other team's style. SM Athletics stands for quality, design, and on-time delivery every time. Coaches, elevate your team with SM Athletics. Call 865-966-3434 or visit smathletics.com. Get the best for your team, delivered right and on time. So, elevate your team's game by contacting SM Athletics today.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
To implement the coaches, implement's not the word I'm looking for.
I think indict.
Link. They don't want to give up the coach's identity, but they call him Coach Mac.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
You want to be a beast at lifting, at football, at anything in life, you need to have big testicular fortitude. Look at me. I may have a small penis.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I don't know why he would want the attention.
He's a grower, not a shower.
On 1340 WKGN.
Isn't it kind of dangerous, I asked? What are the side effects? Says he then snatched it away. Looked at the label. His eyes grew wide. Oh, dear. It says here that side effects may include getting huge with occasional bouts of manliness. He said he had struggled gaining some weight. Coach Mack asked him, do you know why I eat so many bananas? He says, have you ever seen a small gorilla? Hour number 2 kicking off on the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Bubba Schoen. Hour 2 headlines coming at you courtesy of our friends over at Inward Half. You see the hoodie. You can get you one of your own hoodies at inwardhalf.com. If you're a weekend golfer, you might be out there early in the mornings. It's already time to break out this hoodie. This would be great to play golf in. It's great to lounge around in. Inwardhalf.com. We appreciate them for their ongoing support. Todd's my boy. If you need something nice for somebody in your life, if you want something nice for yourself, they got some pretty shirts that I like to double with as game day pieces. Go to inwardhalf.com. Support the people who support us. And when you do that, tweet at them. Tell them. Tag me. Let them know. Makes us look good. Let's hit some Hour 2 headlines. What you got, Big Mac?
Thank you, John. Tennessee is set to host the nation's #1 running back for 2027 when Oklahoma comes to town. 5-star Penn State commit Kimon Spell will be visiting Tennessee the weekend of November 1st when Tennessee plays the Sooners. 5'9", 205 pounds. He's ranked as a Rivals Industry 5-star player in the 27 class, along with being a top 10 recruit, landing at number 9 on both Rivals and 247 Sports composites. He's currently committed to Penn State. This is the #1 running back in the class. Had 5 total touchdowns with 4 on the ground the other night. 13 carries, 293 yards.
Savion Hyder could never.
He scored on his first 3 touches of the game. Now, this is against high school competition, of course, but that's about as good as you can do. 22.5 yards per carry. I mean, not bad. Also had a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown to add for good measure.
What a beast.
So he will be here when Tennessee plays Oklahoma. Should be a good environment for him to see. Cracker Barrel has let me restart there.
Yeah, let's go.
Cracker Barrel has officially bent the knee. They have done a U-turn on the logo change. Yesterday afternoon, Cracker Barrel came out and said, okay, you don't like the new logo. Never mind. We heard you. We listened. We want to do what our fans want. So we're going to go back to the old man with the barrel.
I'm so sick of cancel culture. Like the people that got online and cried about this, that made Cracker Barrel cancel their plans. Like, I hate cancel culture. It's so gross. Get online and just complain about stuff till you get your way. That's not the way things are supposed to be.
Well, it worked.
I know, but it's just gross. I hate it.
Now the Cracker Barrel CEO is under pressure to resign.
Yeah, she's cooked. she's done for.
The woke woman CEO, as Newsweek puts it.
I guess I've never. Did I miss something in the original announcement that said like it was they wanted to get rid of it because of old timey feeling or anything, or just like of racial undertones or anything? Like, why did this cause get championed as if it was a political thing?
I think it's just because there was nothing wrong with the old logo, and they wanted to modernize the whole restaurant, and it's like it just didn't feel right.
It almost felt like it was a political issue.
It felt that way. It got that way,
and I don't understand. Like I didn't see them saying like, "Oh, this old man has racial undertones. We don't want to have anything to do with that." It didn't feel that way as much as it was like we're trying to appeal to the youth.
They were just trying to modernize,
or like at least maybe not even appeal to the youth as much as just modernize. Seemed very strange, but cancel culture's.
I hated it. I hated it. I wasn't going to go online and cry about it. I was still going to eat at Cracker Barrel regardless.
I ate there this weekend. It was still pretty crowded.
Yeah, I mean,
but the online mob gets their way. The mob gets their way.
Well, big news in the entertainment world yesterday. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift officially announced that they are engaged. They're engaged to be married. So we'll have to hear about that all football season.
Oh, God, the humanity. Cody's going to have to hear people talk about love and engagement. Oh, God.
I'm all for love. I believe in love.
Do you not remember,
I love
watching
love.
this damn Cowboys documentary. Do you not remember the damn Tony Romo, Jessica Simpson stuff we had to put up with years ago? You not remember that?
Yeah.
Them showing her up there all the time. And that was even more annoying because you knew that was fake. You knew Tony wasn't going to be happy with that.
I don't feel like it was as annoying as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't feel like they show Jessica Simpson as much as they show Taylor.
I feel like that's not accurate. Now, granted, it was 20 years ago, so I'm not going to fight tooth and nail with you on this, but I feel like it wasn't accurate. I feel like they showed Jessica Simpson all the time whenever she would be up in the box watching Tony. Now, they didn't stay together as long. Well, I'm not saying Jessica Simpson was at Taylor Swift level of fame, but she was pretty damn famous.
At the time, she was big. They had the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, she wasn't quite Taylor Swift level, but she wasn't far off for that little couple years. I remember. I feel like they showed her all the damn time.
Yeah, well, we'll continue to see this apparently until
Congrats to
Travis
the couple.
Kelce retires.
Well, I imagine this is last year.
Well, I hope so.
Then he gets to go have his wedding. Congrats to him. She's going to properly set up his podcasting career. He'll make a whole lot of money in that. He'll make more money podcasting than he'll make in the NFL for sure. Brother, big winners. Jason here, like Jason.
That's another one.
I don't particularly like Jason. I won't say I actively dislike him, but I definitely don't necessarily like him. But he's a big winner here.
Oh yeah, and his wife. Got to hear her thoughts too.
Big winners as he gets the residual spillover of these deals going up and getting more expensive as the star raises.
Yeah, that's the world today, I suppose.
Two successful brothers, though. I mean, both of them Super Bowl champions, and now they're going to be stanky rich from podcasting.
You think there'll be a prenup?
If I'm Travis Kelce, I say, yeah, I'll sign a prenup, babe. I don't care because it's not like he's broke. It's not like he's like the janitor that she's settled down with. It's not like Aladdin, and she's Jasmine. I mean, this is Aladdin if Aladdin also had like $100 million. And she's got more, like she's the power player here. But I think if you're him, you don't care about signing anything. Just get in, ride the wave, and don't mess it up.
Well, you talked about the online mob. There's another version of that. It's the online sports mob. In particular, I'm talking about the Tennessee Volunteer fans who want the Titans to do things that are Tennessee Volunteer related. And they did yesterday. Former undrafted free agent and Tennessee Vol Shy Tuttle is returning to the Volunteer State on a 1-year deal with the Titans following his release from the Panthers.
How about that?
Yeah. First reported by Adam Schefter. The 29-year-old Tuttle was released after 2 years in Carolina, starting 32 games over that time. Big defensive tackle, headed to the Titans, back to the Volunteer State.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got anything left in the tank, but it was cool seeing Shy Tuttle.
For all those people, though, that say the Titans never do anything good with the Vols.
There you go.
There you go. There's a Vol.
Those people, were they not around for Albert Hainsworth and Travis Henry?
Maybe not. I don't know. I remember Hainsworth very well.
Yeah, I mean, Albert Hainsworth and Travis Henry both had solid Titans careers. I don't know.
The Jags.
People just like to complain, man. People just like to complain about stuff.
People do like to complain. The Jags, staying in the AFC South here.
The best division in football. I'll take that back. The most interesting division in football.
Arguably. The Jags are trading.
Every time I go outside, I look on the screen, and ESPN is talking about Cam Ward. I don't know if they realize, hey, we're not going to be able to squeeze anything out of Shedeur this year because he's third string in Cleveland. But 2 days ago, they were arguing on Get Up about whether or not Cam Ward. I think Mike Tenenbaum already came out and said that Cam Ward's already that he's going to be the best quarterback in the AFC South. And Dan Orlovsky about had a damn conniption. He was like, C.J. Stroud is in that division, and the guy was like, yeah, I know Cam Ward's going to be better already. And I was like, hell yeah, now we're talking. Then I will go outside and Louis Riddick's like, hot take prediction, Cam Ward's going to throw for 4,000 yards. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. They've put the note out that we got to start talking about the number 1 pick.
Well, they didn't talk about him at all on draft night. So
nope, they're trying to make up for it now.
That's good that they've come around on him. I'm excited to watch Cam Ward as a casual bystander.
Yeah,
someone who halfway kind of roots for the Titans, not really, but sort of. Like if they're on TV, I hope for them to win. It'll be fun. Rookie quarterback's always fun. So anyway, the Jags are trading for the Lions wide receiver Tim Patrick. They will acquire him for a 2026 6th-round pick.
It feels like Tim Patrick made a couple big plays every now and then for Detroit.
Yeah, I knew the name.
I don't necessarily like him going to Jacksonville, but it doesn't scare me. I think he was good as a 5th option. Hey, is Jahmyr Gibbs open? What about Laporta? What about Jameson? What about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Okay, never mind. Here's Tim Patrick across the middle. I don't know if that's going to translate to Jacksonville. Typically, those guys that are 3rd, 4th options on other teams that go somewhere else, they don't have that same type of success. Typically. But we'll see.
Typically. Shedeur did make the Browns roster.
He did.
He will be QB3.
I never bought that they were going to keep 4 quarterbacks, but once they traded Kenny Pickett, I think it made sense to keep 3 of them. But I didn't think there was any chance in hell they were keeping 4. So
they're going to go with the old man and the rookies approach.
Old man and the rookies.
Well, we'll see how it works out. My guess is going to be pretty badly, as Cleveland's quarterback situation usually works out.
Yeah, it feels like a disaster waiting to happen. Do you put the Titans in their tier? Because to me, the Saints are the bottom tier, and the Browns. I know that roster's probably got some talent on it, but the quarterback position's so dire. To me, you could tell me those are the bottom 2 teams. Competing for the number 1 pick. Do you view the Titans as on their level, or
you mean just for this year?
Yeah.
if the Saints are the worst team, I don't think the Titans will be as bad as – I don't think they're the second worst team in the league.
Okay.
I think you make some progress this year with Cam Ward. I mean,
Okay.
I'm hoping for you. I'm pulling for you. I just thought playoffs was a little too high of a bar, but we'll see.
Okay. Any other headlines?
That's it for the news.
All right. Bubba, send us to that beautiful place in the sky where we get 3 minutes to roam around and drink water and watch some TV and talk with people in the office. We call that a commercial break. Stick with us.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them FANRUN sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. We do. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee's insurance company.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance for Tennesseans. Believe in me for all of your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871.
Is it because you're just manning the arena over there, manning the plane, having to do everything, waving people in and out? You're like a damn TSA. That wouldn't be would they be a TSA agent? No, the agents work outside or inside. Air traffic control. Would they be? Air traffic control work for TSA?
Control.
They work for TSA?
I think they work for the airport. They probably work for the FAA.
Okay.
TSA is
security. Yeah.
I would well, maybe some of those people work for the TSA, but I would think the FAA. I don't know though.
Bubba, how you holding up over there? Let's check in with you. How you feeling?
There's a video where there's a guy who I guess worked for an airport up in the Pacific Northwest, and he ended up hijacking the plane one day. Nobody else was on it; it was just him. But he got clearance and he went on the plane, and then he's flying around. And he's talking about how he's got a couple screws loose, and talks about seeing Mount Rainier and how beautiful it is, and how he's going to miss his wife and kids. And then he crashes the plane in the video. I'm trying to not crash the plane right now, John.
I regret asking. You're doing good though. I appreciate you. Reinforcements coming on Monday. You'll have a fourth person back there helping you, and a lot of things should be off your plate. Bud.
I might not be here Monday, John.
Well, I know we're all day to day in this game of life, brother. Are you telling me you got something else going on, or just you just might call out, you might quit?
Who knows, John?
You might get hurt.
Who knows?
Because we all, we can go outside and get hit by a damn fallen piece of metal over here. There's a lot of construction going on behind us. Something could fly off and Final Destination our head right off our shoulders. That could happen.
Good old classic decapitation.
You could wreck. Hell, you seem pretty healthy, but you could have a heart attack. You never know. Brain aneurysm. Those scare me.
Somebody could shoot you. You could be held at gunpoint and
shot
in the head.
Bubba does get into a weird amount of road rage incidents. You always do seem like you have something going on in the road. Who knows? Maybe you go over to FedEx and try to uncover this scandal with their bus, and maybe somebody's like, "You're not supposed to be here." And next thing you know, you're abducted and in a trunk, and then you don't show up for Monday or Tuesday, and then me and Cody are texting. We can't find you.
Probably just be you.
Next thing you know, I'm checking the police reports. Is Bubba in jail? Okay, no, not in jail. I'm checking the obituaries. Is there a Brandon in the obituaries? No, that's not Bubba. So then I'm like, okay, well, this guy just didn't disappear off the face of the earth, did he? He wouldn't just leave and ghost us. I don't really know too many of your friends to get and check. I know a couple of your friends. I'm checking with them. They're like, no, we ain't heard from Bubba either. I'm like, well, can you ask his parents or his kinfolk? Have they heard from him? And they don't know. And everybody's getting worried. And everyone's like, it's not like Bubba to skip town. But then the police find your car abandoned on the side of the road. And I'm like, wait a second. Bubba wouldn't just leave his car. So now the wheels are spinning. And I'm like, there's some foul play here. And I'm like, wait, he has been trying to uncover this scandal. So then I have to go undercover and try to find the FedEx bus scandal and find out what they've done with Bubba. Where is he? Where's Bubba? I know you know something. They're like, Bubba? We don't know a Bubba. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Tell me where he is. And next thing I know, I'm wrapped up in it. And I'm trying to balance between dealing with these criminal henchmen, looking over my shoulders every time the doorbell rings here at SM Athletics, doing a radio show because football season will be going on at that point. Hell, it's probably Georgia week before I start uncovering this. So now I have a moral dilemma of, do I skip the Georgia game and the tailgate and try to look for Bubba, or do I go to the game?
Like reverse Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, what do I do? And I'm like, well, I can't miss the game. I can't miss the game. Bubba will be all right. I'll get him on Monday because I can't miss Cam Ward's, home debut either. I got to be there for that too. This is really stressful. So I hope you show up Monday.
Hopefully, by then, we will be 1-0. The football team will have defeated Syracuse, and maybe we will have also unlocked some doors in recruiting by then, if you know what I mean by that.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
When Tristan, we're going to have so many keys related references, so many plays on the word. I'm going to call a Tristan Keys touchdown when he scores a key bump. That's what I'm going to call.
Nice.
Or maybe if he gets hit over the middle, it's a real key bump. I don't like that one.
No, yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Key bumps when he scores. If you're not familiar with a key bump, don't Google that, kids. You need to wait a few years on that. Wait till you're in college.
Have you noticed the excitement picking back up on campus? Have you been getting out there giving rides and such?
I haven't been down there in a couple of days,
No?
but I imagine things are pretty happening over there.
We're starting to see the interns less and less around here.
Yeah, they're busy with their schoolwork and such.
Poor William, you can tell he's itching. It's sad.
He's that first year out of college. He's got that feeling of like missing out.
First year out of college, he's still around. He's close to it. But he's trying not to be that guy that's hanging around college kids anymore.
Well, I will say he's pretty cognitive of the fact that like he's like, no, man, I can't go to Cool Beans anymore. I'm too old. I'm like, buddy, I went till I was like 27. You can still go.
What do you mean you went till you're 27? You still go.
I don't go.
Yeah, you do.
I don't go regularly. Football season, you get a pass like on a Saturday.
Not a Thursday night
on a game day.
You don't get a Thursday night pass.
Well, I don't go on Thursday.
Didn't you just go like last Wednesday, Wednesdays ago?
Well, that was a special occasion because I was with all the young guys.
Oh, okay.
So we, after the Smokies game, that's where they were going, and they wanted me to hang out.
Yeah,
and it's like,
you guys are out there till 3 a.m.
Well, if you're with like a bunch of guys who were the appropriate age, I guess that's not typically what I would do, but a Saturday game day.
Yeah, last time I went out with you and your friends, you're like, hey, let's go to Cool Beans. I went with you. You led the charge to go there. I think you go there quite a bit, honestly.
Well, I think we were drunk. And, I like the bar guys over there because the bartenders are the same guys that were there when I was in college. They know me when I walk in. They got drinks ready for me.
Well, you do. I can't say you stand out. We do stand out.
Yeah, but it's not a place to go, really, when you're in your upper 20s.
No.
As we are.
But William's struggling a little bit with it.
Yeah, but at least he's still got he's got a couple of years. I mean, he's got friends over there and still got guys who are in school, so. But he's living the young adult life. I mean, he's coming up. He's got him a place in the old city.
I want to do my check with you. Are you wanting to go to Atlanta yet? Have you started getting the buzz? Don't do it. We got a Barley's watch party. People want you there. Just you ain't gonna have no fun in Atlanta.
I'm not sure yet what my plans are.
Yeah.
But,
Cody ain't gonna be at Barley's, everybody.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that for a fact. But with me, football season, you know how it is, man. It's a spur of the moment deal with me. I don't really make plans. Things just happen. So, like, could I end up in Atlanta? It's possible. I don't think so. I doubt it. I'd say I'm like 85% not going to Atlanta. Do you have any urge to go?
No. What about next week for ETSU?
ETSU. I mean, I'll be on campus in some way or another.
Yeah,
next weekend.
See, because I'm in my mind, like the season starts with Georgia.
Oh, for sure.
Like when it comes to festivities and such. Like, I mean, we're doing the watch party. That'll be fun. Getting out there again. Make plans to come hang out with us at Barley's. We'll have a bunch of FANRUN merch we'll give away.
The Barley's watch party, is that upstairs?
Yeah. Typically.
Okay.
Maybe both spots.
Well,
honestly. I mean, they'll have the game on downstairs too. I mean, you can bounce back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, we're hoping for a good turnout there.
It'll be a good turnout. We always have good turnouts for the watch parties.
Yeah, people like football.
People do like football. People like hanging out too, and just the camaraderie.
Drinking pitchers of beer.
Yeah, eating pizza.
Eating food.
Watching the boys. I am excited just to, like week 0 didn't do much for me when it came to football. But I am ready to dive back into it week 1. I am ready for that just to hit on Saturday, just from noon to about 1 a.m.
My plan is to try really hard to wake up early and watch Corso's final appearance. I know you probably don't care anything about that, but
I care about that. Corso is enough of a legend where I care. I'm not completely against, retirements and deaths and giving people their flowers. Like I think Corso's earned it. Like when Dick Vitale retires, I'll care about that too, because both those guys were around for my whole life. Like some of that stuff. Like when Vin Scully retired, I cared about that. When Bob Uecker died, I cared about that.
Vin Scully, what a legend! My God,
I care about the legends. When Hubie Brown goes away, I'll care about that. Like I'm not completely heartless or, is it unsentimental?
Yeah.
unsentimental. I'm not.
He's old. Put him in the grave.
Yeah, no, I'm not like that. Now, there's some people that don't bother me. Like when Ozzy Osbourne died, like I was like, oh, okay. Like,
well, if I was Corso, I'd be looking real close at what happened to Ozzy. I'd be like, maybe I ought to sign up for another year here with the boys. I don't
just Ozzy Osbourne's. I think his daughter was in the news. She was mad at what Becky Lynch said. Did you see that on Monday?
Kelly
yeah.
Osbourne?
Yeah. Becky Lynch they were in Binghamton or no, Birmingham, right? That's where he's from.
Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah, and she was basically like, I understand why Ozzy died, or basically, I understand why he moved to America. He had to get out of this place or else I would have died too.
Birmingham.
It's easy. Cheap heat's what they call it. Just run down the city you're in. And
Yeah,
she ran it down by also talking about Ozzy dying, which Kelly was very upset with, said it was in very poor taste.
Well, what did she say about Ozzy dying?
Well, just that basically was like, I understand why Ozzy moved to America and got out of this place.
Oh, that ain't bad.
But it was but she's like, because if I would have stayed here, I would have died too. Basically, like him.
Oh, I see.
Basically,
okay.
like referenced both, like dying and him moving away and like leaving. Basically, ran down his city.
Yeah. Well, she's just a wrestler being a wrestler.
Yeah, she's just being a heel.
But Kelly was upset.
Kelly was upset about it. But no, like Corso, like I'll care about that. Like I said, he's been around my whole life.
It's going to be emotional. But the way that week one,
there's going to be a lot of people that are emotional. Like my old lady was on Friday. Like they ran that little teaser.
Yeah,
at like 1:30. Like they just dropped like a minute 30. Like it came out around midnight, and I took the dog out, and I came back in, and she had like tears just like streaming down. Like she was bawling. I was like, what the hell happened? She's just like, he's just so cute. I can't what? It's like freaking out over Corso's like just them teasing the goodbye. Like, and I'm telling you, she was melting down. I thought something bad had happened. I thought somebody in the family had gotten hurt. I thought one of our friends had died or something. She was bawling.
Well, I mean, he's been a part of our lives for our whole life. I mean, pretty much, they've been doing this for 30 years. So it's going to be different. Going to be different without him. I wonder what's going to. So I guess nobody's going to do the headgear pick. Like that just gets retired with him. I assume.
I would imagine so. Well,
you can't really have anybody else do it, can you? I mean,
no, they can't have Pat McAfee do it. Like McAfee can't start putting the hat on.
I don't think so.
Now maybe I do think there's something to pay homage to Corso though, and keep the legacy alive, where somebody picks up the headgear and sets it on the table or something.
The only guy that could do it would be Herbie, but he's not. That's not a guy who would be doing that.
I could see somebody. I could see them having, like, if it's me. I don't know, because somebody has to make the pick. I would imagine they do something to try to keep his spirit alive on the show, and like to pay respect.
Maybe like you said, just put the headgear down on the table.
But like, I don't know who gets the vote for that. You know,
Herb Street
who gets the pick for that?
But he doesn't get to do all of them because he calls big games.
Yes, I don't know what the answer is. Maybe they just put both headgears up somewhere and they just have them both sitting there. I don't know. I'd imagine they're trying to figure that out though, because Corso for many is game day.
Yeah, I mean they gotta pay homage to him in some way, but we'll see what they end up doing. It'd be funny if it was Saban. Saban just became headgear guy. Go Vols, Smokey. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. But yeah, it's that week one college game day always hits.
Where are they at
always
for game
hits
day?
For me? That's a good question. I imagine.
I know people
Columbus.
were debating where they were going to go.
I imagine Columbus. Where else? I can't. Because isn't that where it all started?
Yeah, but there was talk that they might try to send him to Florida State, since that's where he's from and his career and all that.
It's got to be Columbus.
Okay,
it's got to be. I mean, I'll see if I can find.
Which we talked about Michigan yesterday and Ohio State and Portnoy and Big Noon. Ohio State's AD came out and said they did not ban Dave Portnoy from being out there.
I saw that. Yeah,
they said, "Hey, this is Fox's decision," which I don't know.
Yeah, they're in Columbus.
Okay, all right. Is Corso doing the whole show on Saturday?
That I don't
like.
know.
Will it be like a 3-hour goodbye to him, or will they? I mean, like, does he just come out for the last hour and then they do that? Like, is he just going to be there for the picks? Do we have any idea? I'll
see if I can find something.
Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot, but I'm just thinking it through because, I I mean, we'll have the audio up at Barley's and everything. Look, we'll be watching it there. It'll be grown men in there crying. Can you come there and watch it? Can you be there at 11:30 to watch? I want to see you cry.
You're saying the audio will be up?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Okay,
I imagine so. I want to see you crying there in front of everybody. I want to see you have a meltdown.
I mean, I'm not gonna cry.
You might.
I'm not gonna cry.
Corso's gonna be crying. So I think you'll cry. I think a lot of people will be crying. Go ahead and jot that down for the predictions for the weekend. Open up the crystal ball. Let's look in and see the future. The common thing on Saturday at about noon is how many people tweet out about crying, or there's something in my eye, or a grown man crying, crying in the club. It's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna be talking about crying, and you're gonna be there boo-hooing as well.
There are going to be, I believe, multiple celebrity guest pickers for Corso's final show.
It'd be pretty funny if they just turned all 3 hours into a pick 'em, just nonstop picks. Nonstop picks.
Brutus Buckeye will be there.
Bubba, are you going to cry over Corso? You don't seem like you really like him.
Absolutely.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, Corso's going to pick Ohio State, right? That's just, he's got to go out there. Brutus was the first head that he put on.
I hope that they bring out that kid who he called the midget that one time. I think he actually goes to Tennessee. According to social media, that one small redhead kid. I think he actually does go to the University of Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'd love for him to come over like, who is the midget now? Or something like that.
That's slur.
Yeah, you're supposed to say dwarf.
Yeah, we little person. I know we got Cracker Barrel's logo back, Bubba, but I don't know if you could be dropping the M word here on.
You start dropping the M word, then you might start using some other words that are inappropriate, and before you know it, you've accidentally said the worst one.
You know what we call that?
You got to be fired.
We call that a slippery slope, Bubba. You don't want to get down that slippery slope.
There might never have been a headgear pick segment on College Game Day if it weren't for Kirk Herbstreit's wife, Allison. Says the former Ohio State cheerleader played a critical role in the segment. I don't know if that means it was her idea or what.
Who? Whose wife?
Kirsto's? Herbie's wife, Allison.
Yeah. She came up with it?
Yeah.
Wow. They're not even letting him have the credit for the headgear, huh? They're trying to steal it from him.
So this says week 1 possible guest pickers. Here's a list of some possible options. I don't know if this is a prediction. It's USA Today. You would think that they would have some. It says the Mannings, LeBron James, but I don't know if these are just ideas.
It sounds like these are just ideas, brother.
Yeah. Well, I think they should, pull out all the stops for Corso's fun.
It'd be pretty funny. Would people? Would it be cool if LeBron showed up to show love, or would everyone groan, be like, "Oh, of course, LeBron's making it about himself"?
Probably the latter.
That's how I felt Sunday when I was watching Tommy Fleetwood try to win his first major, or not major, but his first win in America. They just kept showing LeBron's tweets where LeBron kept tweeting about it. And I was like, well, okay, I guess. But why are we showing LeBron's tweets about golf? But at the same time, okay, I guess he's the most famous athlete in America. So him watching golf and rooting for it, and his new interest in golf, I guess if I'm golf, I'd want to talk about that. America would turn on LeBron even more if he came out and tried to steal Corso's shine, though.
AJ Hawk, Jim Tressel, Archie Griffin. Yeah, I don't know if these are just.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see Jim Tressel out there. That'd really make me.
Nobody gets me going like Jim Tressel.
That'd really fire me up.
Yeah.
Let's get AJ Hawk out there just to stare at the camera like he does on the McAfee show. Just sit there and not say anything, just stare.
Oh, look at that sweater vest on Tressel.
Yeah, Archie Griffin. That's what I want to hear.
He's the last back-to-back Heisman winner.
Yeah, I know. That'd be electric TV.
What was it 74 and 75, I believe? Somewhere in there.
Bubba, send us a break. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio. We'll get to some of your comments in the chat. We'll check in with the freaks over on YouTube. Bubba, get some overrated, underrated good. Because you know what, Bubba? For as much as people talk about your trivia and how much you suck at trivia and how much you ruin the trivia segment, I got to say, you're overrated, underrated. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Get ready to take that statement back.
Stick with us. Let's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans.
Ready to launch your career?
Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is bonowshouses.com.
It's football time in Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspro-knoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Bad Boy South, Block Entertainment. I see you, Block. Boy.
I was trying to give you a heads up, but Vols 1085 is here, and he said he's got a bone to pick with you in particular.
Well, come on in here and pick it then, Tim. Come on with it.
The one, not that I don't listen to y'all every day, but
he was about to say the one time I listened this morning.
Because I hear it 8 hours a day after it goes off the air. So, I mean, I hear Talk Sports from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
You're lucky.
I am. I'm very lucky.
A lot of people would kill to be able to hear Talk Sports for their entire day.
It's something to behold. But I was up early this morning making me a bowl of cereal.
Now, to reset for everybody that's just joining us, this is Vols 1085, a.k.a. Tim Hill, a.k.a. the host of the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. He finished last place in our fantasy league last year, which was supposed to come with a punishment. We gave 4 options. He chose the option of he wants to eat 56 hot dogs, or maybe it was 58, whatever the number that the champion ate last year. He drug his feet long enough for Joey Chestnut to come back. That number got to 70. He tried to honor that. He told us he was going to eat 70 hot dogs in a week, and we found out yesterday that he quit about 14 hot dogs in. Then Cody buried him in hour 1. Go listen to the podcast if you want to hear that. But Tim is here, and he says he's got a bone to pick with Cody.
So I was listening this morning. Yeah. I put it on YouTube on the TV and was watching and
trying to support the brand. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got. So you woke up this morning and had you a bowl of cereal, not hot dogs.
Not hot dogs.
Right.
Bowl of cereal, turned on the TV, put YouTube on, had you all on, saw first few minutes, y'all just start. I heard my name, and then y'all just kept on talking. I was like, man, this whole segment's just going to be burying me. But, I mean, I attempted to eat the hot dogs. I made an attempt. I made a legit attempt Friday. Like, I went and bought 10, ate 9 of them, left one here by accident that night. And then, I mean, it didn't really affect me Friday. Monday, when I started eating those dogs, I felt like death.
So you didn't try to really eat them on the weekend at all? You tried to detox on the weekend?
I knew between selling peaches on Saturday and Sunday as my little side hustle and eating a bunch of hot dogs would have been disaster out there in that heat.
Yeah.
So I guess you could call it a detox. But Monday, I brought the bag in here, got started. Chest started tightening up. Had a physical scheduled for Monday, so it was going to be bad anyway.
Yeah, that's the time I felt bad because you're trying to buy a house and you had to go here and do basically a full body test to see about life insurance and home insurance in case you died. And I was like, his blood's going to be all sodium if he's eating 30 hot dogs. Now, at the time, I didn't know that he had only eaten like 12 hot dogs, but it was a little rude what Cody said to you, but
all I said
it's a little
was
rude what you did to us for a year, Tim. I got to say, you slow rolled us for a year, and then you gave up. And I'm curious what your penance is going to be for this. What's the solution? What is your solution you're offering? And I know you've already said you'll quit fantasy, which we don't want. We like having you in the league. Quite frankly, you're a good protection. You're a good shield for the rest of us because we know you're going to finish. You at least have shown you can finish last. It's nice knowing that we got you to at least protect us. But what do you plan on doing for us and the audience to?
I'm not opposed to the 5-gallon bucket of water in West Town Mall. The more I think about that, the more that sounds pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like you could shake the water off pretty quick. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna be dripping.
Well, you got to be drenched. You got to be drenched head to toe.
It's a 5-gallon bucket, you said. So
we said drenched head to toe. I don't know where you're getting this 5-gallon bucket thing from. You got to be soaking wet. We've always said you got to be soaking wet, walk to the food court, and have lunch. You just got to order and sit there and have lunch.
Well, I mean, I can't help it if the water runs off of me fast.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be dripping definitely on the walk to the food court restaurant you go to, and then you start to dry somewhat, maybe, but. Look, all I said, I didn't mean to offend you, Tim. All I said about the hot dogs is I thought 14 was a pitiful attempt. I thought had you gotten to 42 and been having chest palpitations, I would have been like, okay, that'd be fine. But 14,
I would have much rather walked 12 miles in one day, which you've had the opportunity to do since March.
Well, I've had the opportunity to do. I mean, I get a year because you set the precedent that I get a year.
It's been bad, and it makes me look bad as a commissioner. It makes me look bad as the head of content around here that I've let both of you slack. And some people, there's been murmurings and rumblings that it's favoritism. It's drawn. They've started questioning my professionalism. They're saying it's favoritism because you two are my best friends here, and they're like, well, if it was
who's saying that?
They're like, hey, if it was me, you would have made sure I had to do it ASAP.
That sounds like William.
You wouldn't have let me wait for a year.
That's William.
If it was me, I would have had to do it the next day. And like there's probably some truth to that. I have let you guys slide. So, Tim, I think, and you can try to take it to HR if you want, but as the host of the Friday Night Scoreboard show here on SM Athletics that breaks down high school football live, instantaneous with your calls every Friday starting at 9:30, you're a personality now, and I think we have to implement a fine. I think we have to fine you some money. I think you have to pay some money for letting us down. You got that could be a part of your punishment. You have to pay everybody a certain amount of dollars.
Okay,
$100 each.
If I'm paying anything, that I'm not getting the water doused on me and going into the mall.
I think that might be fair. $50 a head, and next thing you know, like
Tim, you give me 20, we'll call it even.
Yeah, you give Cody $20, and me 50, and you pay everybody out for wasting their time, and then maybe we give the audience a little bit. Maybe we put it into the FANRUN confidence pool. I don't know, but we got to figure out something because there's got to be some repercussions and accountability around here.
Okay, we will figure out something by tomorrow night's draft. Not sure if we'll do it by then.
Right, we'll figure it.
We'll have
a
compromise
by noon tomorrow.
Is Tim? Are you going to be able to make the watch party Saturday? Because I don't know if you'll be there or not, but if you're there, I'd say maybe you could just cover my tab at the watch party, and then we call it even.
I'd rather just give you $20.
Well, that won't cover my tab at the watch party.
You said $20.
You sold yourself too low.
Whichever is the higher amount.
Yeah, you sold yourself too low. Yeah. Although, Tim, are you coming to the watch party, or will you just be selling peaches?
I will not be selling peaches this weekend. That's over with.
Will you be at the watch party? Oh, look at this. He ain't coming to the watch party.
I may be at the watch party.
He ain't going to be there.
Maybe.
I hate having to babysit him anyway. This guy can't drink. You get him out there.
And that's another thing. I was not babysitted in Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
I did not miss a bus.
Oh, yeah, about did.
Yeah, he was the one trash talking,
I was the one.
We heard the quotes.
The bus under.
I was told by many people that whenever you had to call me to come out there, they say, oh, you had to call Daddy to come out here.
Well, I'll say this
much. They had
to
call Johnny. Had to call Boss to get out here because Tim was just sitting there just confused.
I say this much. I trust that Tim would have had his lights on driving 100 miles an hour from Dayton to Columbus.
We didn't miss a beat.
I think Tim would have had the headlights on.
We didn't miss a beat. Couldn't nobody got us there faster or better off?
No.
Couldn't nobody got us there?
No, you couldn't have got us there faster.
Yeah, definitely not faster.
Yeah. I taught Tim how to drive that trip.
He did. He taught me how to.
Taught him how to merger.
Zipper merge.
He's been doing it ever since. All right, so Thursday, tomorrow by noon, we need to come up with a solution for you. Cody has said he's going to pay his off by next Thursday, or else he has to set up the Georgia tailgate for us. So at least we're making some progress. I got to – you're making me look real bad. It's going to be hard for me to enforce rules on other people if I can't enforce them on you guys. So I'm glad we came to an agreement, and I'm sorry Cody was so mean to you this morning, Tim, the one time you decided you wanted to listen to your friends on radio.
I wasn't mean. I didn't say anything mean. I just thought it was a pathetic attempt.
I thought it was just it went about 10 minutes too long. It just kept on dragging out.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if you were offended. I was offended yesterday when you told me you only had 14 hot dogs. So I guess we're even on that.
I'm not the man you are, I guess, when it comes to eating hot dogs.
I would say
that's Tim's punishment. That's Cody's Wednesday night.
Yeah, this guy's the glizzy guzzler over here.
I love guzzling glizzies. Is that pack of Nathan's still in there in the fridge?
It is.
I'm looking for something for lunch.
Got your name on it.
Throw them in the microwave. Let's go.
Cut them all up. Maybe put them in a skillet. Fry them up. That'd be good.
Come to the watch party on Saturday, everybody. I'm going to keep hammering it. Come hang out with us at Barley's. Sign up for the FANRUN Pick'em. Go to ESPN, College Football Pick'em, Confidence Pool. Search FANRUN 2025. The password is FANRUN. We got about 150, 160. I want that to be at least 200 by the time the season starts. We're giving $500 away to the winner, courtesy of SM Athletics. And listen to the Friday night SM Athletics scoreboard show right here on FANRUN Radio. Bubba and Tim holding it down. What was the biggest takeaway from last week's high school weekend? Was it
weather sucks?
Weather sucks. Alcoa Maryville played a pretty good game, right? That was
Alcoa beat Maryville, yes. So that was pretty big. Some say an upset, but the weather just had postponed 3 or 4 games indefinitely. So you had two or three of the better teams in the area that didn't get to play because of the weather.
Really? What's the game of the week this weekend? Have you guys looked already and started getting ready for it?
Catholic and Anderson County on Thursday night.
Oh, that should be a good one. That one's big enough for me to even pay attention to it. Yep. And I got to say the Tyreek King highlight has made me interested. I assume that's if it's on Thursday night, it's on TV.
Well, yeah. So we'll have it on TV during the draft.
Okay.
What's Anderson County called? Mavericks, right?
So their new nickname is the Anderson County Bulldogs. Since
they have a new.
Well, they had about 15 or so players transfer from Bearden to Anderson County, so people are calling them the Bulldogs now of Anderson County.
I got you. Yeah, they're
officially
they're
the
Mavericks players.
They're doing something.
I was trying to think of Catholics versus convicts kind of thing, but I don't guess that works at all.
Catholics versus Mavericks. There you go. You figured it out.
Yep.
All right. Like I said, that's enough to actually make me pay attention to it. And Tyreek King, I got to say, that one highlight really impressed me.
Preachers in the pastures.
There you go. I like that. The pastures, that's a good one. I like that. Do they call them preachers and
pastors versus pastures?
Priests. Yeah, it's priests in Catholicism, Bubba.
Priests and pastures.
Yeah, there you go. It's all right. You got us there. You got us 85% of the way there, and we had to finish it. It's okay. It's team. It's team. It's team. Tim, thanks for joining us. And people are very upset you're not going to be at the watch party.
It's not ruled out that
you're not going to be there. I know when you're lying to me, Tim, and you're lying to me right now. You ain't going to be there. You're lying to me about the hot dogs. You ain't going to be there. Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. FanRun Radio.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense. FBITN.com.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols. I'm here to be that line of defense for all your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871 and go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza
Next
in Knoxville.
week is your last chance to see your Knoxville Smokies in action this season.
No way.
Join us for our final All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday. Less than $30 gets you into the game and all the food your stomach can handle. We also have Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, fireworks Friday and Saturday nights, and Fan Appreciation Day on Sunday with free prizes given out during the game. It's your last chance, so get those tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
The Tennessee Volunteers kick off the 2025 season against Syracuse on Saturday, and the FanRun radio crew will be watching the game at Barley's in the Old City. You should watch it there with us, too. Kickoff is at noon, and we'll be there before that getting fired up for the season opener. Food, drinks, football, and fun. We hope to see you there.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FanRun Radio.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Ay. Overrated, underrated on Wednesday. FANRUN Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kim, babe. Johnny Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Want to give a shout out to Dr. Stephen Malone and his staff over at Knoxville Smiles. If you need some work done on your mouth, trust the people that we trust here at FANRUN. Knoxville Smiles, local dentistry done right. You can contact them today at 865-539-1776 to set up an appointment. You can take a virtual tour at knoxvillesmiles.com. Now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. My old lady's going there here in about an hour.
Oh,
yeah!
Wow, what an endorsement.
She trusts the people over there to get in her mouth. Hour 3 headlines. What you got, Big Mac?
All right. Thanks, John. I got a
I feel
couple.
like I just asked you that. That hour went by quickly.
Well, that's when you're having fun.
Whenever I just said it, I stopped and said, wait, is it actually headlines? Like, was that just 10 minutes ago? No, that was an hour ago.
You
That's
know
crazy.
what they say about having fun.
Time flies.
The clock is, time is having fun. Okay, we'll start with some comments from Colin Cowherd. He was on a podcast episode with Joel Klatt, which is a whole other tunnel there with Klatt, that son of a gun. But
I don't like Joel Klatt, bro.
Nobody does. But Colin had some comments on Nico Iamaleava and his family, and he said he believes Nico is the most interesting player in college football this year. Fascinating. And then he went on to talk about the family. He said the pageant mom has become the quarterback dad. It's the same thing. You're squeezing so hard, you're hurting your kid. It's off balance. It's the parents getting too close. He never should have left Tennessee. They have better players. You're going to face more NFL bodies on that schedule compared to UCLA's this year. And he went on to say, Nico's good. He moves really well. He wasn't there yet, but he's got a lot of upside. But he said, keep your eye on the Nico situation. Will he become the cautionary tale of NIL? Will he be the, don't do that example of not chasing the money? He said it was family, but in the end, the family basically offended Tennessee, and Tennessee said, stop sign, out. So that was Colin's thoughts yesterday on the Nico situation.
Do you care about that?
I don't care anything about Nico at this point until
Will you watch UCLA Utah play?
Yeah, I do think I'll watch him on the field just to see what he does.
Will you root against or for UCLA?
I won't be rooting for him.
Will you root against him?
Yeah. And I don't know if that's more so me rooting against him or rooting against his dad or kind of rooting against that whole culture of what they, well, not their culture. That's not what I mean, Polynesians, but I mean, kind of rooting against that whole, I'm with Colin. I do want him to be the cautionary tale of the NFL or the NIL. I kind of want him to fail and be the example of like, this is why you don't do what he did.
The grass ain't always greener.
Yeah. I do want him to fail. And maybe that's unfair to him, because I know Heupel still loves him. His teammates love him, some of them. Like, maybe it's more so we should be rooting against guys like Big Nick than we should rooting against, the kid. But he represents, what his dad's interests, and that whole family just they sicken me now. So,
does it make Heupel look worse if he goes to UCLA and is good?
No.
It doesn't make him look worse.
No, because I think the competition level's different, and there's different things at stake there. And
Well, because sometimes we give quarterbacks credits for like what they do after a coach. Like sometimes like a coach gets credit, like, oh yeah, you helped develop him early on. Like if Nico does end up being good, is that does Heupel get any residual credit for like, hey, this guy ends up in the NFL? Look at the way, maybe the coaching at Tennessee helped lay that foundation because we saw it in the NFL. Like, you go there and you get coached up. It's crazy how like Hendon Hooker's failure at the NFL level, like it didn't come across Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, whiz kid Ben Johnson, who is seen as an offensive genius. Like no one pointed any fingers at him that they didn't develop him or coach him at all.
You're saying Heupel would get credit if Nico's good?
No, I'm asking. I mean, he might get blame.
Yeah, I was going to say I feel like
he might get made fun of.
It'll be more so the opposite.
He might get made fun of if he goes there and be's good. But sometimes we look like, I mean, no one was bashing Nick Saban for Jalen Hurts. It was just like, oh yeah, Jalen Hurts, we love him, good job. Like Lincoln Riley might have gotten the most out of him, but Alabama still takes credit for getting him to the NFL. I know it's a little bit of a different situation and whatever, but I just didn't know if Nico, if he ends up being good, does Heupel get any type of credit for that? I guess probably not.
I think there's also the fact that he's just going to be more experienced. Like he should be getting better as a player on his own. Like it's not all coaching. It should be just him practicing more, getting more game reps under his belt, more flow and how the college game is played and all that kind of stuff. Like, so if he is better, I don't necessarily think that's got anything to do with Heupel. We thought he was going to be better this year at Tennessee. You go from freshman to sophomore to junior or whatever, like you should be better your third year in a system. I don't particularly care what he does. I mean, if anything, I'll root against him, but I don't care too much. The other Cowherd comment I had for you, though, was about Brent Venables. Brent Venables, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. He talked about rebuilding Oklahoma's culture from when he first arrived. We had a 2.2 team GPA, guys not going to class, failing drug tests, no motivation, broken spirits. We had to change the mindset and how we thought. To which Colin thought was ridiculous because Lincoln Riley averaged 11 wins a year, Brent Venables averaging 8. Saying he fixed team spirits, but he didn't fix the team.
I ain't got real thoughts on that.
Okay. Well, moving right along here then, we will switch over to news about something else. Let's see what we get here. Dylan Raiola, did you see what he said yesterday?
No, I haven't thought about Dylan Raiola since he lost me some money.
What happened
middle
there?
of last year? I think I took Nebraska somewhere, and he just let me down.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, I know. I took Illinois early last year, and that was good. But then I took Nebraska at some point in the middle of the year, and Raiola sucked.
Well, Raiola says he can't be mad at God for his resemblance to Patrick Mahomes. Somebody asked him about the Mahomes thing, and he said, well, I can't get mad at God. He made me look like him.
That's true. He didn't make you act like him and whatever, but you do look like him.
It's really weird. It's really weird how he's just cosplaying as college Patrick Mahomes.
Guy's got heroes, bro.
Everybody be like, oh, he wants to be like him and all this stuff. It just so happens he played baseball. I played baseball. He plays quarterback. I play quarterback. I can't get mad at God for making me look like him. I mean, yeah, but he's got the same number. He's doing the same mannerisms.
It's his hero, bro. It's his hero.
He said it ain't cap. It's real love. Mahomes is cool, bro.
He loves him.
He knows what it is.
Yeah, he loves him. He wants to be like him. It's fine.
Yeah, but
it's a little single white female of him, but like, he just wants to be like him. You have a hero, don't you? Like when you play the guitar,
heroes.
do you not picture yourself as Keith Richards playing the guitar?
I do play just like Keith Richards. I play Keith songs, but I do that in the privacy of my own home.
Right, but if you could do it, if you could get paid to do it, you'd do it, right?
Yeah, I'd be hitting those open G riffs. I love it, man.
And you'd be trying to
that
act just
open
like
G.
him.
Those who know, they know. You get this vibrato, this ringing underneath. It's so great for riffs. Open G is where it's at. I've been addicted to it ever since I started learning the guitar, though.
Well, there you go, man. That's just like,
but that's more so the sound and it's not necessarily like I want to be Keith Richards.
Wait,
it's like
he thinks Patrick Mahomes looks cool, so like he's just trying to emulate what he
but
thinks
I'm
is
not
cool.
walking around dressed like Keith Richards,
Well,
with pirate earrings and things in my hair and mascara.
They don't really make leather pants that big.
He's not a leather pants guy anyway. That's like
He doesn't wear leather pants?
You're thinking of like some metal. You're thinking of metal.
How the hell is he dressed like a pirate if he doesn't wear leather pants?
Heavy metal.
When I picture pirates, I picture leather pants.
He's probably got some leather pants, but that's not. I don't think Keith is known for like his leather pants. And yeah, they probably do make big leather pants.
No,
they make big clothes. They
don't make big leather pants. We ain't got cows big enough.
You're saying there's no plus.
We don't have cows big enough.
What did you say?
We don't have cows big enough.
You keep talking like that. You
First thing I find is Keith Richards in leather pants.
You probably Googled Keith Richards in leather
pants.
pants.
I know. You say don't wear leather pants. He's wearing leather pants all over the damn place.
I feel like you're thinking like a metal guy, though. That's not what he's known
I'm just
for.
picturing him in leather pants.
I'm sure he's worn some. But
when I think of pirates, I mean, Jack Sparrow not wearing
I want to go back to your comment about
wearing
the
leather
cow.
pants?
I want to go back to your comment about the cow. You insult me like that 12 to 15 more times, we're going to have a damn problem, bud.
Maybe pirates don't wear leather pants.
I don't think of pirates in leather pants. I think of them in like cloth.
Yeah, big
like,
loose cloth. Yeah,
like weren't they on like those wooden ships? I picture them like baggy.
Yeah,
pants.
he probably didn't have the capability of making leather pants at that time. Leather vest though, so I guess they had the capability to do some stuff with it.
Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
Nah, either way.
Captain Jack Sparrow was inspired after Keith.
Yeah, that's why of course I'm looking at Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm the one that
Johnny
told you,
Depp.
I'm the one that told you that.
Oh yeah, really? You think I didn't know that?
I'm the one
you
that
think I didn't know like the
I'm the one
number?
that told you that.
Like the number 8 fun fact about Keith Richards. You think I didn't know that?
Yeah, I broke that news to you.
Yeah, sure. Did you know Keith's in the movie too?
No, I didn't. No, yeah, you told me that.
He's Jack Sparrow's father. Johnny Depp. Keith was one of his heroes too. Johnny Depp kind of does that what Dylan Raiola does in a way. Playing the guitar and being a rock and roll star. And like, I guess when you've got the money to fund that kind of thing from your acting career, like Johnny Depp, he's been on stage with Joe Perry from Aerosmith. Like he thinks of himself as like a guitar player too, which maybe he is, maybe he's good at it. I don't know much about Johnny Depp's guitar playing, but
I'm sure he's probably pretty good at it.
Well, the KPD has added 3 horses to their mounted patrol.
Oh,
some local news here.
Do we have names
from the police department? I don't know anything about the horses' names. No, I just saw it as a news story. So 3 more horses on the mounted patrol there. And,
wild horses, am I right?
Yeah, Garth Brooks, good one. And baseball VFL just turned 100.
A baseball VFL just turned 100?
Yeah. Yeah, baseball VFL. Happy 100th birthday to baseball VFL. He played from 1947 to 1949. Jim Worthington celebrates his 100th birthday. Shout out to him. Played baseball at UT from 47 to 49.
Have
That's
yourself a
long
day,
time ago.
Jim Worthington.
He just
You
turned
deserve
100. Yeah.
Any idea if he was any good or not?
I don't think it matters. I think we're more so celebrating the 100, and he's a VFL.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was any good. I mean, he probably wasn't, Babe Ruth or whatever, but
no, I got a pretty good feeling he wasn't Babe Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah. What gave it away? Also, Fran Brown says Tennessee's a blue blood. That's key. That's key.
That is cool. That is cool. Thanks, Fran Brown. He's been very nice to us. Very complimentary. Makes me think he's afraid that we're going to come drop the hammer on him.
I think he knows what's coming. I'm feeling better and better about taking Tennessee to cover.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We're going to cover. We're going to win by at least 17. At least 17.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer says that Micah Parsons will need a ramp-up plan to get him in shape for football season.
AKA, like, we're not going to have him week 1? Is that what they're trying to go ahead and say? Like, hey, if he does get this deal done, if he does come, like, we got to ramp him up and he'll miss a couple games?
When he lines up out there to play, do I think he would play 75 plays in every play? Probably not. I don't think that that's real.
So they're saying basically they'd have him out there just, hey, here's here's some big third downs. Go out there and try to disrupt.
Yeah, going to kind of have to work him in there slowly.
Not to the point where he'd miss games, but just miss some plays. Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe they'll get it worked out eventually. You know how Jerry is about these things.
Okay.
That's about all I got. I don't know if I missed anything.
Well, if you did, Bubba will have it because Bubba's got it, and that's the name of the segment.
I feel like I got to everything I wanted to get to.
Okay. Anything the audience maybe wanted?
We'll see. I mean, if you want like F1 updates and stuff.
No, I don't really.
See, like Bubba's probably got that, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that stuff. So
yeah,
that's all the news I got.
Alyssa Thomas last night with the first ever 15 assist, 15 rebound game in the WNBA
cool. Who's
history.
That?
The Draymond, you watched her. You liked her. That's the girl you liked that we were watching that one day.
The bruiser?
When she was pushing people around.
The Punisher?
Yeah, and I told you she was like the Draymond Green of the WNBA. Well, she had another triple-double last night. I think it's her 22nd career triple-double, most all-time. But yeah, she the first ever 15 assists, 15 rebound game. She was kicking Los Angeles' ass.
I do like that. I do like her.
She passed it to her wife, and her wife did this move and drilled this three and was dancing. And I was like,
one other note.
Her wife?
Apparently.
Yeah, her and her wife were teammates.
Huh.
Yeah. And they're both pretty good.
How often does that happen, do you think?
I feel like not very often, especially not where they're both like really good.
Speaking of that, the quote orgy dome at Burning Man has been destroyed by a desert windstorm.
The Orgy Dome?
Yeah.
That's just where everybody got together and made love?
Yeah. Apparently orgies are canceled for the festival.
I want a refund.
I would too if I went out there to be part of the Orgy Dome.
I've stored up all this lube, and for what? For what? What am I going to do with all this lube?
Yeah. Mother Nature, man. Sometimes weather. I mean, can't always have it your way,
Says to break. Bubba's got some overrated, underrated. Hopefully, please God, have us a little landmine. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
Streaming worldwide at FanRunRadio.com and on the free FanRun app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. FanRun Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys. And we cover college football like no one else.
Each week we preview all the big games in college football. And we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, FanRun Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Hey folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on FANRUN Radio, 1340 AM, the free FANRUN app, and streaming live on YouTube on FANRUN TV.
Overrated. Very overrated.
It's overrated.
Overrated, my friend.
Overrated. I'm going to tell you why.
I think that's a solid rated right there. It's perfect rated.
He underrated, man. He has some swag. He has some real swag.
Lobsters are underrated. They don't die.
It's Wednesday. It's overrated, underrated. Oh, boy. You know, sometimes we think about Pearl Harbor. Sometimes we think about World War II. And other times we think about overrated, underrated. Apologies, I forgot that you were also a part of this program on Wednesdays.
That's what I always say. Never forget Pearl Harbor, World War II, or overrated, underrated. Always remember.
Remember the Alamo.
Yep, can't forget about that either.
So, with it being a game week, John, there's kind of a direction that I kind of want to take this overrated, underrated. And that's maybe a little inspired by whoever Tennessee's opponent could be. And with their opponent being Syracuse, I've got to ask, oranges, are they overrated or underrated?
I was hoping you'd say Carmelo Anthony. Oranges, you know, I got to say are overrated. When I was a kid, I loved them, just like sucking the juice out of them and then spitting the nasty skin out. But now I can't tell you the last time I ate a damn orange. It'd be 15 years probably. I just don't ever want to take the time to peel it, and they're gross, and I'm good. I like the flavor orange. Don't get me wrong. I like drinking orange juice. Don't get me wrong. But just actual oranges, I'm good. I'm good on that.
I'm going to go properly rated. I'm right in the middle here because I do think an orange is one of the best fruits. I think it's a top 5 fruit taste-wise. Like the satisfaction you get out of eating an orange slice is up there. But the negative is that it's also a top 5 tough fruit to get into. You know, right behind, a watermelon, pineapple, a mango. Anything with that, you know, exterior that you got to take the time to get in there to peel it and do all that and get all that, like you said, that white gunk out of the way so you can get to the good part because of the work it takes. And again, I do think the orange is, if you just had it as a slice, it's a top 5 fruit, but because of the work, there's negatives here, there's
Sticky.
positives.
So damn sticky too.
Yeah, that's no big deal. A lot of fruits are sticky to me, but
grapes aren't. Grapes aren't sticky.
But I go properly rated right in the middle on an orange.
Grape sticky? No, they're not. That's why grapes have always been firmly in my top 3.
Grapes
and every now and then I'll put something else. Every now and then I'll be like, "Ooh, pineapple's number 1." Then I'm like, I'm kind of out on pineapple.
Grapes are sticky if you drip grape juice on you.
No.
If you get some of that juice dripped on you.
No.
How good are mangoes? Mangoes are one of my favorites. I love a good mango.
Gross.
Also kind of difficult to get
Next
into.
to time you like
not
cantaloupe.
Really. Not as much as I like mangoes, but I like cantaloupe okay.
I hate cantaloupe.
Mom used to love cantaloupe. She would put salt on it.
All right, so another thing about Syracuse is that for some reason, whether it be a big old spill that happened way back in the day, they're known for salt. So I got to ask, is salt overrated?
Salt?
Salt.
Are you saying Syracuse is known for salt?
Salt.
Syracuse is the salt capital of the world?
I'm not saying salt capital.
Utah is known for
Syracuse
salt.
is known for salt?
They have a salt connection.
What
They
is
have
it?
a Syracuse salt.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. I just have never heard that before. Let me Google this.
What is the Syracuse
salt?
salt connection?
Well, that's what I'm Googling. I'll get to the bottom.
I know
of this.
Jim Boeheim salted his pants at one time.
He assaulted that guy on the road too.
Yeah.
The story of Syracuse salt, exploringupstate.com. Syracuse was once the main salt producer in the country. You won't find too much production there today, but okay, yeah. I guess it was pumped along something with the Erie Canal. I don't know, but yeah, okay, there's a salt history. For me, salt, Bubba, there's probably times where it's on my stuff that I don't notice that I like it, but I've never put salt on something on purpose. I've never thought, I need salt. I'm fine without it. Like I said, on pretzels, sure, I understand there's some salt there probably, and there's probably some salt on some other snacks that I enjoy, but I've never purposely sought out anything with salt. Say that 5 times fast. Sought out something with salt. Salt, yeah. Not that hard, actually. But overrated for me.
You've never salted anything?
No. I've never taken a
salt
salt
What about when
thing.
you cook something?
I don't really cook.
No, but you've made salmon before.
Yeah, but I put pepper. I don't know. I guess
you don't put salt.
I guess when I'm cooking, I wasn't thinking about that. I guess there are times that maybe I've put some salt. I don't know if I have though. I use pepper.
Have you ever salted fries? Like, have you ever cooked your own fries?
No, never cooked my own fries.
You've
I've
never
cooked my own
cooked your own
potatoes, but I
fries?
don't put salt on them either.
You don't put salt on your potatoes?
No.
Salt is critical to a potato.
Not really.
You just eat the potato, just raw
It's
dog
good.
the potato.
Yeah.
You're so weird.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying I'm normal because, growing up, my mom used to put salt on everything. I'd just watch her put salt. Like, I mean, I'm unique in that way, but I've just never thought, that needs salt. I don't know.
You should be British.
I should be British?
Yeah.
Because like my foods?
Yeah,
my
like
food stuff?
your food habits. I feel like you'd fit in pretty well, like in Britain.
No, I don't like beans. I don't like beans either. Like, I don't like beans at all. Some, a listener was trying to give me this diet because I'd mentioned something about a diet, and he said, "Here's what I did." Blah blah blah. And he sent me something. It was just so much beans. Like, bro, I can't do this. I don't like beans.
All these beans.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like beans at all. I don't want to eat any beans, much less beans with every damn meal or every day. No thanks. He's like, oh, that's the whole key to the diet. I said, well, I'm out.
I'm out on the bean
beans.
diet.
So I can't be British for that reason because they like beans. I don't like beans.
I mean, salt is
what I really should do. Like you always talk about the carnivore diet. I think I could easily do the carnivore diet. I think if you just loaded me up. Well, I think if you just loaded me up with meat every day, I'd be completely fine.
Nothing but meat.
Yeah, I think I'd be completely fine. I could eat chicken every meal every day. I'd be fine. Now, would I eventually maybe get a little bored? Maybe, but I don't think I would. Now, like I don't know if the carnivore diet, are you allowed to use sauces?
You're not really supposed to if you're being strict on it, but they do have some good sugar-free.
If I was using sauces, I mean, I don't want to really get into the argument of like, could I go without sugar or whatever? Like, I'm not even talking about that, but like, if you just give me meat for every meal, I'd be completely fine.
So, you eat like your chicken and rice a lot. You could do without the rice.
I could, yeah. I mean, I like the rice. I like the zucchini and stuff in it, but like, just give me.
Love you some chicken. You're like Jim Morrison once said, "I eat more chicken than any man ever seen." I think of you when I hear that.
But honestly, I could do it with burgers. I could do it with steaks too. Like I like ground turkey. I like the ground turkey and my rice. Now again, I know the rice is there, but I could just eat meat nonstop.
Pause. You should try it. You should try the carnivore diet.
I just don't wanna
you love bread though.
Well, I do love bread, and I love sandwiches, but like I don't have to have the sandwich. I don't have to have that.
If you're trying to shed a few pounds, you should try the carnivore diet.
Yeah, no. I always say I'm trying to shed a few pounds, but then I don't actually want to put in the work. I put in work one time real good, and I was like, okay, I could do it, and then I don't really want to do that discipline again. I'm not a very disciplined person.
Well, you're more disciplined than me when it comes to food. I think salt is underrated. I mean, it's one of the oldest traded goods there is. Salt, coffee, tobacco. Salt's been around as long as we've been around. Food without salt, you got to season up your food. I mean, to me, it's in everything. And, it's probably not good for our sodium levels, adding the extra table salt. I mean, there's salt in everything you eat. Anything you buy has got a boatload of salt in it. But if you didn't have it, I think a lot of things would be pretty bland. So It's probably the most important ingredient. It's the most important spice, if you consider it a spice. I mean, it's the most important. So I got to go a little underrated on salt.
You know,
there's
that,
an entire ocean of it.
I mean, it has to be underrated with me because I've rated it very lowly. Like whenever you talk about seasoning and stuff, like salt doesn't even really enter my equation. Like, you know, when I'm cooking my turkey burgers, like I said, I put some pepper and some other, like, you know, burger seasoning and stuff. And I'm sure salt's in there somewhere, but like I've never just gotten the salt thing and shook it on it.
You're thinking more so extra table salt.
Yeah.
I think. But salt, salt is in everything.
Yeah. I'm just talking about just putting it on extra. Like I said, I'm sure it's in a bunch of stuff that I'm like, you know, don't even think about. And I'm sure if it was gone from my diet completely, I'd miss it. But I've never been like, this needs more salt.
As John writes in, they literally fought wars over salt.
Yeah, I know. I understand. It's very important. Now, you know, I they actually fought wars over salt. I mean, I've always heard of that, but I didn't know if it was something we just kind of telephone game messed up and really was just like a fight. Like we're fighting over the sea, like we were wanting like land parts of sea, and like maybe they just said that and like, oh, it's a salt war. I don't know.
I don't know, but it is one of the oldest traded goods.
Yeah,
if not the oldest. Like it's pretty important.
No salt on a baked potato or corn on the cob. I got to be honest. I don't ever eat baked potatoes. I don't like baked potatoes.
Salt is very important to potatoes. Like if you think if you were eating French fries, like
again, I don't ever put salt on French fries.
No, but they've got salt on.
Yeah, again, I like the salt when it's on other stuff. I'm just
you're
like
talking about extra
whenever
salt.
I eat fries with my mom, she takes and dumps salt all over the fries, all in the ketchup. I mean, she just salts it up.
Yeah, you're talking in terms of extra salt. And
now corn on the cob, I've put pepper on corn on the cob before. Like I'm picturing big pepper flakes. I do like a little corn on the cob, but I don't go out of my way to eat it. I eat corn on the cob maybe once a year at most, twice a year maybe.
I think I always choose salt. Except for a while there on margaritas, I would ask for them with no salt.
Bender of Strings writes in, well, they're going to be salty as hell on Saturday after we beat that butt. That's a good one. Syracuse and salt, they're going to be real salty.
Yeah.
Saying I have the palate of a 5-year-old. Like, does not liking salt, is that a palate of a 5-year-old? Because I feel like kids need that type of stuff on it. I don't know. Is that wrong? Like,
well,
is needing salt an adult thing? To me, needing salt is like saying that you have your palate can't take what's there. You need it to be better for you. Like I don't.
You do kind of have the palate of a child, but that's okay.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I like meat.
Yeah,
I like meat,
chicken strips, mac and cheese.
I like any type of chicken. It doesn't have to be on a strip. I mean, my favorite food is biscuits and gravy. I don't know how many 5-year-olds love biscuits and gravy. My second favorite food is probably prime rib. You see a lot of 5-year-olds eating prime rib, Bubba? I don't.
Only the sophisticated.
Yeah, I
ones
don't see a lot of kids eating. A lot of 5-year-olds eating prime rib.
The boys that know how to eat are eating that.
I just don't understand how that's a 5-year-old. If you mean that I'm basic, sure. That I haven't been bogged down by expectations and needing to fit in. If that's what you mean by a kid, sure. If I'm 5 years old because I don't need all the extra stuff, that I'm just happy to eat and happy to be here, then sure, maybe I am a 5-year-old.
I don't like your food takes, your food thoughts, because to me, there's so many foods out there that are so good that like I feel like you would like if you tried them, and I want that for you. But also, I don't have much room to talk because I'm a big fat ass. You know what I mean?
Well,
so like maybe if I had a basic palate, I wouldn't be so damn fat.
Well, here's the thing, and here's the thing. I find food that I think is good, and I'm good. It's what we talked about before. Like, if something's good, it's good.
You look at it as fuel. Some people are like that. They're just like, this is what I need to survive my body. Like, that's how you. I feel like that's how you look at it. But you know, which is probably. I mean, but it's probably a good way to. My problem is I like everything. I eat literally everything. So like, maybe if I had a few things I didn't like.
Well,
like
it's not that I don't like them. It's not like I eat something like, ooh, gross. It's just that I just don't go out my way to get them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a solid B+ than try to search for an A. Like, I'm good. My chicken sandwich is a solid B+. I eat a B+ and I'll be happy every day. That's my way of thinking. Hey, just give me a turkey sandwich. I know it's going to be pretty good. Could I make a better sandwich if I went out and got all these extra ingredients and did all that?
Salami.
Yeah, if I did all that,
gabagool, you know.
Would it be better? Yeah, maybe. But I'm good. B+ is good enough for me. That's always been my mentality. Now maybe I should be striving for A's.
There is a lot of good food out there.
Sure.
So sometimes you got to explore, you know.
But I find it hard pressed to think that you could put something in front of me that I would like more than just a good prime rib, though.
Yeah, I mean, good prime ribs, hard to beat.
So I'm going to say a couple names
You
here.
dip in the au jus.
Yeah, dip in the au jus.
So we've got Cheap Trick, Neon Trees, Jesse Murph, Kids Bop, Los Lonely Boys, Group Love, Buster Rhymes, 98 Degrees, Lil Jon,
and the East Side Boys,
Leonard Skinner. And what do these names have in common? Well, they were on this year's 2025 New York State Fair, which happens in Syracuse, New York. So my question is, are state fairs overrated or underrated?
Great topic, Bubba. I was talking about the fair this weekend, actually. One of the worst times I've ever got in trouble, maybe the worst time I ever got in trouble with my pops, was at the state fair. Well, it was at the state fair site. Like up here, like in Knoxville, they have the fair, around the zoo. And around the zoo, there's that, there's a show barn where you they show cows.
The Tennessee Valley Fair.
The Tennessee Valley Fair. They have like a ring. They have somewhere at the expo, somewhere over there. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. They'd have a place where we'd get together and we'd show cows, 4-H stuff. Like my brothers and cousins would all bring the steer up and do their thing. And I was like a little 5-year-old hellion, 6-year-old hellion. And I was running around doing bad stuff, Cody. But one time me and my buddy, we found all the booths from the fair. They were all lined up on that back part back there. All the booths, all the ticket things you could ever look for. And we were climbing on top of them. Then eventually you realized you could unscrew the light bulbs. Mm-hmm. So we unscrewed about 200 light bulbs and just smashed them on the ground out there. Just throwing them up against the wall, throwing them at the ground. Just 5, 6 years old climbing on top of that. Did it for about a day and a half before anybody realized what had happened. But then eventually somebody went back there and saw all the glass. And I got my ass beat that night. I got in so much trouble. So I kind of hate the fair for that reason, because when I think of the fair and I see those lights, I think about me just getting absolutely dominated with the belt.
That's bad behavior right there.
It was. And
all that broken glass.
It was. And I got to say, I got taught a lesson, and I learned not to destroy stuff anymore. So, I mean, some people might say child abuse, and I did get the hell absolutely beaten out of me, but I knew, hey, don't unscrew light bulbs and throw them on the ground anymore. It's bad. It's real bad. Everyone at the fair, everyone was mad at me. All the other people, it was bad. I think I was like 6 years old. So I've always kind of hated the fair for that reason. Also got to say, I got zero interest to ever get on one of those rides ever again. No, I will never ride a ride at the fair ever again. If I have kids, sorry, Ma's going to take you. Cousin's going to take you. Somebody else is going to take you. I ain't taking you on the fair. I'm good. The food, I did eat a corn dog at the fair 2 years ago because I went for a concert, and that was pretty good. The fair was, the corn dog was pretty good. I went to see Zach Top, and it was pretty packed, and it was pretty fun. And the Tennessee Fair and other fairs, like you just mentioned, Bubba, they do usually have some pretty decent concerts, which makes them pretty cool. So I'll probably go at this point slightly underrated. Some states throw big fairs. I mean, I know the Tennessee Valley Fair, it's a state fair, but it's small compared to others.
Texas has the whole Oklahoma-Texas game is based around the state fair.
Our boy Dustin, who listens from Iowa, I know Iowa has a big state fair. They do a big thing for it too. He was telling me about. So I know some states take it very seriously. So I'll say it's underrated. But when I think of fairs, I think of just getting my ass absolutely beaten, just striped up.
I got to go overrated. I don't think I've ever been to a state fair.
Oh.
I've been to several county fairs. I mean, when I was a boy, we always had the county fair, but I don't think I've ever been to an actual big event fair. And I enjoyed the regular fair when I was a boy. You can imagine I liked funnel cakes and corn dogs and all that, and I liked the rides then. But the older you get and the older you grow and more experience, you realize that those rides a lot of times are ran by some guys that maybe not the guys you can trust the most when it comes to your safety. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I never want to go on a ride again.
Yeah, a few teeth missing,
Oh, apparently the Tennessee Valley Fair is not the state fair. Apparently it's in Wilson County, according to Jason, but I didn't see anything about it, which makes me think it wasn't very big. But I'm going to Google and get to the bottom of it.
Well, the official state fair is probably in Wilson County.
Yeah. Let's see what I can come up with. You can keep talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I did enjoy the rides. I like the Gravitron thing, the thing that slides you up and just spins you around.
I loved it as a kid.
Yeah, right. I'm talking in terms of being a kid.
Would you flip upside down?
No, that was too scary for me. I just wrote it.
I like
straight up.
flipping upside down on the Gravitron. That was cool.
You were more adventurous than me.
Yeah.
I like the thing. We called it like the Ring of Fire. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you guys called it something different here.
Spins around and around.
Well, you go upside down. It's like, but it's like a roller coaster, but it just goes in a circle.
I don't know if I know that.
I mean, that was always fun. Your typical your fair rides, like your bumper cars, stuff like that's fun. What's the one that goes? What's the one I'm thinking of? The little teacup things that like. What the hell do they call that?
They just called teacups, right?
Well, it like interchanges, like almost like a figure eight.
Yeah,
motion.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not
there's
picturing
a name for it.
I'm not picturing anything that goes upside down, though. I'm picturing things that spin around.
Yeah, this one doesn't go upside down. This is a different.
I think
thing.
we would just call them the teacup. No,
nah, there's a name. It's like a very general name for
merry-go-round.
No. I can't think of it. But anyway, the then you got like your typical your Ferris wheel and your things like that. Like I enjoyed it as a kid, but I would never. I don't have any desire to ride rides anymore, and I can't fit on them. And I've never been to a state fair, so I got to say overrated.
Okay,
that's where I'm at on it. I did enjoy the livestock barns though, walking through there and seeing the cows. And
I think I told you about that time I went to the state fair, or the fair, not the state fair, the fair, and got a bird.
Tilt-a-whirl is what I was thinking.
There you go.
Tilt-a-whirl.
One time I went to the fair, I came back with a damn bird. I was a bird owner all of a sudden. That was a terrible 2 months of my life being a bird owner. 6 months, however the hell long it was.
Did you feed it?
Yeah. But for a while, I just had it living under a clothes basket. That was its cage. Because I didn't have a bird cage.
I'm sure it was happy in there.
Well, I didn't have a bird cage. Where the hell am I supposed to put it? I didn't have a bird cage. I don't know why. They said I won it, and I don't know how the hell. I don't know why I signed up for a bird. I didn't want no damn bird.
Did it just poop all over your floor?
Well, I put newspapers under it. I basically just put a whole bunch of newspapers in the bathroom and put a clothes basket over it for a while. Eventually, I did get it a cage. I think I had that bird longer than 6 months. I think I did have it for a while, but
did the caged bird sing?
Yeah, because he was caged. He was sad.
Yeah, it would suck to be a bird and not be able to fly.
Well, that's why they sing, because they're sad.
Easy to get rid of one though. If you decide you don't want it anymore, just open the door. Open the front door and see ya. What kind of bird was it?
I don't know. Parakeet? I don't know.
I like the games at fairs, but I feel like those are rigged, like the basketball and the hit the bottle on the shelf and all that stuff. But they're rigged.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, I kind of wanted to mention Syracuse's alumni here. We got Joe Biden, Oprah Winfrey, although not really an alumni, but she has an honorary doctorate from him. And you mentioned earlier about Carmelo. So I was going to ask if any of those three were overrated or underrated.
Sure, pick one. Which one do you want to go, Bubba?
At least two of them are probably on the Epstein list.
Oprah Winfrey and Carmelo Anthony. Overrated or underrated?
Both of them together, like as a duo?
Yeah.
I don't know, Bubba. I mean, is Oprah still relevant?
No.
She's kind of gone the way of Howard Stern, right? But even worse, probably. At least Howard.
Yeah,
does Oprah still do a TV show? I know she has her own network, but is she still doing daytime TV? She's not, right?
I don't think anybody's watching Oprah these days.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the more stuff I see about her from the past too, there's some real swings and misses. I feel like that maybe she wasn't as good as we thought. I don't know. There's one clip I saw where I guess when the bird cage was coming out, she's trying to out this actor and basically puts him on the spot and are you gay? And was trying to put him in a tough spot, which I feel like is kind of messed up. And Robin Williams had to try to intervene and deflect for him. Epstein, Oprah there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I feel like she's probably overrated at this point.
I hadn't cared anything about Oprah in 20 years. I do remember a time when my mom was between jobs and she would just be at home with me in the afternoons and we would watch Oprah. And I'll always remember the day that I figured out Harpo Studios was just Oprah spelled backwards. And
that was a pretty cool moment when you realized that.
Yeah, I pointed that out to Mom. I said, Harpo, Oprah. Harpo, Oprah spelled backwards. And Mom said, yes, good, Cody, good. Wow. I felt really smart that day.
Good job, Cody. Good job. All right, Bubba. Solid. Overrated, underrated. Good job by you. I like the theme. What was Oprah's tie to Syracuse?
She has an honorary doctorate.
Okay. Obviously, I know what Carmelo Anthony's is. I didn't know what Oprah's was.
I was also going to mention maybe the Carrier Dome, but...
Okay.
Very overrated.
Okay. Good job, Bubba. Last call on the other side.
You're listening to FanRun Radio, the sports humans.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'spro-knoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
The new microphone. We went back microphone quality. We went back to our good radio mics. Stan looks pretty good, right? Stan looks pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good in your headphones. Bubba, does it sound good to you?
Sounds about the same. Maybe a little quieter, but that could be on me.
When am I going to learn my lesson? Don't go
to Bubba for positivity.
Yeah, if I'm needing something, it's always going to be negative with Bubba. It's always going to be bad.
Does it sound good, Bubba? It's fine.
How does it look?
I don't
know how it looks.
I don't like
There's more blocking your upper torso.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like the look as much, but it is a better microphone. So
Yeah, and this is the best we could do, or the best I could do when I went to go get stands.
it is a better quality microphone.
It is a better quality microphone.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Maybe if you turn it laterally and
Yeah.
put it further to your right.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't go much further there.
Yeah. Maybe here. Does it pick up? We're good. All right, Bubba, real quick. What do we miss? What do we miss so far today?
Great question, John. We missed we haven't really missed in total, but over 1,000 people's lives are changing as NFL roster cuts happen, and the Titans selected Jarrett Stidham as their backup.
Ugh.
Jarrett Stidham, and look, I mean, good job for him. He is getting NFL checks. You know, he's got to be closing on that 5 years, right? I mean, it's been about 5 years, so he should get the full pension. Good for him. He doesn't seem like he really knows how to play football whenever they actually put him in games. I know for a while they were trying to act like he was an actual threat to be a starting quarterback. But
just got to hope Cam Ward stays healthy.
We've got
wait, that was the Titans? The Titans got Jarrett Stidham? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Oh. Yeah, just got to hope Cam Ward stays healthy. The backups were terrible. Like Jarrett Stidham, I mean, okay. I'm fine with not having a good backup quarterback. Like, if Cam Ward goes down, let's just tank again. Like, if Cam Ward goes down, don't even try to win games. Like, if Cam Ward goes down, I would be completely fine with just running the ball into the line every play until the end of the season. He is my hope. He is my future when it comes to professional football.
Speaking of going down, Jay Cutler is headed to prison.
Oh, no.
The former star QB has agreed to a plea deal stemming from October 24 DUI. There was a minor incident, but offered the other driver $2,000 to keep it quiet. Other driver said, nah, we're calling the police. Said he's going to spend about 4 days in jail.
Was that in Nashville?
Yeah. In October 2024.
So Jay Cutler's got to do 4 days in jail?
Because of $2,000 of hush money.
Oh, so he's not going to prison.
No, just the old county jail over there.
Imagine being Jay Cutler's jailmate, his cellmate.
Hey, tell me about the Bears.
He'd be so annoyed. What do you think about Kristen Cavallari saying she had sex with Morgan Wallen? That was weird, huh?
And some more lighthearted news. Tennessee connection as Joshua Bone, not Jordan Bone, but Joshua Bone, becoming an assistant coach at MTSU.
Okay. I remember my boy Josh Bone.
So maybe in the future, if he does well there, maybe he'll end up as an assistant at UT.
Maybe.
We've also got Michigan not releasing a depth chart, so New Mexico decided to release a faux depth chart of all characters from various TV shows and movies, such as Sheriff Woody as the wide receiver and Forrest Gump as the kick returner.
I find it to be very annoying, the depth chart stuff with college teams. Everything's so secretive.
We've also got the NCAA and Venmo announcing a partnership to combat harassment of college athletes.
Is this in lieu of John Mateer getting falsely canceled?
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.